Here's a 1957 Ford pickup. It's been sitting for a while. It's got the little 223 six-cylinder engine in it. It's become a little bit of a storage facility. But what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we can do a quick willet start with the proper tools. And you can also see here I'm showing you the glass Holly float bowl, which I will clean in a minute. So now I've got my can of gas, which was an oil supplement. And I will have to cut the end of that off here in just a second. Then I've also got my 12-volt jumper pack, my bug spray, because I do have wasp nests all over this truck, and my plastic pliers, and this is my surefire ignition system. And I will show you why I'm going to use that. So even though you can't hear what I'm doing in this video other than my voiceover, I'm just going to set the battery charger or the battery jumper pack up so that I can hook it to ground and hook it to power. And I will show you very quickly how this will work out. Alright, so we're going to hook up the surefire ignition system just to power and ground right at the battery pack where we've got it right on the battery cable. And I will show you how that's going to work out here in just a second. Now there's your battery power to the ignition system, and I'm going to show you what this thing does as far as throwing sparks. It's pretty powerful. You got to have plastic pliers, and then you're going to reach over and you're going to turn this machine on, and you're going to see the sparking that goes on there. It's very loud. Now I'll be reaching down here in just a second. I will unplug the coil wire from the distributor and I will plug in the surefire ignition system. Now when you turn that switch on, that ignition system is live and on. Turning on the key power will do nothing. What I'm telling you here is I'm going to take the air cleaner assembly off so that I can gain access to the carburetor. However, it's a beveled cut type clamp and is a little bit difficult to get off. So we'll get it removed here in just a second. Now there's a large wing nut on the bottom of that holds that clamp in place, and it clamps around the air cleaner housing and also on the carburetor. And I was pointing out that it looked like it was clean inside. Now we've got the raw fuel, but unfortunately the tip of it has not been cut, so I'm going to have to reach over and cut that here in just a quick second. Get out my Leatherman and a newly sharpened blade and just cut the tip right off of it. There it goes. Now we're going to pour a little fuel right into the side of the bowl vent and also into the carburetor. The bowl vent will run off of that carburetor bowl, and I'll clean that off here in a second and show you how it's basically a glass bowl. It's what it is. Now you can see the inside there. Now watch when I put some gas in there, you'll start to see it trickle on the inside. Even though the visual's not great, it's the best I could do for what I had. Now what I was pointing to is I had realized that there's also a jumper button on the side of that ignition system where you can jump that solenoid like they do on Fords, and I'll show you right there. There's a button and there's the wiring. It's just two wires, and you're going to put one on the battery positive and the other one is going to be on that one from the ignition key for the start. Once you push the button down, it's going to crank. Got to get it pulled off of there. 65-year-old parts. Yep, so it's ready to crank over. So I'm going to move the camera over so you can kind of see a little bit more. We've got gas in there, and then we're going to turn on the power. And it's just going to sit there and buzz, and then we're going to crank over on the engine and see if we can't get it to start. It's cranking. Unfortunately, you can't see it and you can't hear it. I'm just trying to figure out where the throttle moves, so I'm going to crank it over again, and I'm going to try to rev it up. There it goes. Now I'm revving it up, and it looks like it's coming to life. And there wasn't any spark, but I realized that I did not have the key turned into the on position. So it could very well have a running ignition system, but I just didn't have it hooked up at the time. So here's a little bit more fuel. You can see it going into the bowl. And we'll try it again. And here we go. Should start right up. Yep. It's blowing stuff around, and here I'm trying to check for spark, yet I haven't realized that I did not have the key in the on position. And I'll return you to the regular audio here in just a second. So you didn't get to hear a lot of that, but there's no spark. Let's try that again. You can see it boiling in there. Turn that unit on. Yeah, no spark. Idling pretty good. considering it's been sitting. Alright, so if you want a quick no start, or a hard start, or a will it start, that's a way to do it. Get you a good jumper pack, get you a good bottle of gas, and then I got this surefire ignition system here. I don't remember where I picked this up at. It's probably 40 years old. It's a model MA16. Looks like it came out of Medford, New Jersey. Marine Auto Portable Ignition. Anyway, it's probably pretty old. Yeah. It tells you right away that this thing's got potential. Anyway, thought I'd just give you a quick, part of that video is not going to have any volume, unfortunately. It was my fault, but anyway, give you a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to, and we'll see you on the next one.